Hello and welcome to an F1 Esports video. Today is going to be Japan, which if anyone don't realise, this is quite a crucial race because this is the one that pretty much determines the championship. But yeah, for us anyway. But getting straight into it, I don't have quali because it was a bit of a nightmare. But starting P12, not a great quali again, but there's something we can do from here. But lights out, and it's just a bit of an average start. I did really feel good in the race. It was just mainly getting through quali again, which has just been a complete struggle for us all this year. It's been a bit of a nightmare. Um, but yeah, through this first sector, we're trying to get ahead of Sebastian Job in the AlphaTauri as we get up the inside, but not able to carry the momentum. But now going into the fast right, we're ahead. We leave a little bit of room, but there's just not really much more we could do there. I did end up getting I think in the end it was 3 penalty points and 10-second time penalty for that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not really sure what else I could have done there. Yes, I could have backed out, but I don't know. I don't think anyone's backing out in that situation. But yeah. Anyway, as we head into Spoon for the first time, behind Sebastian, nope, not Sebastian Job, behind Fabrizio Donoso and Simon Weigang, and we're going to instantly start putting pressure on these guys, see what we can do, maybe make a move here and there, because I did really feel confident as we're going to send one to the inside. I didn't expect everyone to break so early, so yeah, we could have definitely made a move there, but yeah, it's unfortunate. But now onto the main straight. Not going to use. It's just a waste. And that is where, I'm pretty sure it's the reason why we're still with Jarno in the championship by this point, because the race management is absolutely clear. It's just we can't qualify to save our lives. But yeah, into lap 4. There's a few dropped off the pack, and by this point Beresnay is actually holding everyone up on the mediums to help Nicolas Longuet get ahead and control this race and win, which is a good strategy from them. But yeah, as you'll see further on into the race, we actually tried something, which I think everyone knows what we tried, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a team play. But yeah, still not really much happening. Yeah, I kind of wanted to give a bit of a representation in these first couple of laps on how hard it really is. You see I'm making no mistakes, driving well, but still we're 5 tenths, 6 tenths behind the car ahead, and I think it just shows how the sheer difficulty of this whole championship, and to make passes is literally ridiculous. But now this is a pass because Patrick Sipos has damage, so we're looking for a move on him. Also Daniela Haddad behind us looking for a move on me now. You see here, Patrick has so much understeer, and we're going to have to make this move. If not, we're going to be in some proper trouble. We look for it, but then he turns on the battery and drains his ERS. But then when I saw his flashing, it was a pretty easy decision to just sit behind. He is, I don't know what he's doing. Yeah, that was interesting. But now we're going to have to absolutely burn our ERS like no tomorrow to get back in the DRS of Fabrizio Donoso. And yeah, then control our race from there. And the guys ahead are going to be burning as well, so this is literally whoever's faster is going to catch, as Simon Weigang is actually out the DRS of the car ahead. So yeah, it'll be good to see our raw speed up against the competition, see if we're going to gain. And so far we've gained a 10th, so it's been a good start to the lap, good first sector. and you see we just look confident. We have purple first sector, so showing that we are faster on the cars ahead. As you see, and we're making a bit of a gap to the cars behind as well. Um, as you see here, Daniela Haddad starting to drop back a little bit from us, and into Spoon. We're taking it pretty well, and now we're pretty comfortably inside the DRS of Fabrizio Donoso, and we're nearly gapping Daniela Haddad. So yeah, the pace is extremely good, like it has been all season in the race for all of us. But yeah, again, it just comes down to that qualifying. We weren't good enough when it mattered in quali, so yeah. But then a 30.9 from us, which sticks us on fastest lap, which, yeah, considering Longay out in the lead on mediums and we've done a faster lap, we did use a lot of VRS, but yeah, our pace is just, by this point, very, very good. And we're going to make a move now on, well, actually pits, but we would have made a move anyway, onto Simon Weigang, who then pits very early. And now you're about to see some team games from myself to help Jarno in the championship. See, 1.8 behind. We're not really driving the limits on the car. We're just under it, just waiting for him to pretty much now catch up to us. And then we're gonna basically perform as Sergio Perez at Abu Dhabi in real life, to everyone else behind except Nicolas Longay, because he is a bit further behind in the championship, and I think it's Thomas Ronha who's in second. So we basically want Longay to win the race and not Thomas Ronha. You see, really lifting off now, trying to get Jarno as close as possible without getting dirty air, affecting his performance. As you see, just completely lifting down the straight, trying to let him catch up. And this is completely in the rules to do. So I've had a few messages from people, but yeah, ultimately there has been some good messages for the most part, because I haven't really done anything wrong. I was just trying to help my teammate as much as possible. So yes, yeah, letting him through, letting him get back to the racing line as well. And now we're not really gonna hold up Seb too much. But if I can hold him up without using the RS, that is what we're gonna do. You see, just completely driving very under the limit, letting Jarno get away. And then we're gonna up the pace and up. Well, not really. We're gonna completely not up the pace. And wait for the guys behind to get past. You see it just holding Seb up a little bit so Jarno doesn't have any threat from behind, defending into the hairpin, but I expect he's going to use some ERS to get ahead. Yeah, you see it, we're just going to leave the door open, let him do, because I do need 100 ERS by the time the guys are hit behind get to us. As you see here, we're gonna completely lift off the throttle, I'm pretty sure. Yep, there you go. Completely lifting, trying to lose as much time as possible, and basically just let Nicolas Longay catch up to us, which we wanted this upcoming lap. Or sorry, the start of next lap is the lap that we want Longay to be up behind us, so I'm going to have to lose 10 seconds, which is just crazy. And by the end of that lap, we've done it. We've done it pretty much perfectly. He's going to be right in the DRS, looking to make a move on us into turn 1, which is what we want. But we want to hold up Ronha, and yeah, that would be pretty much perfect. So the setup right now is pretty much spot on. Longay using to get past us, which is what we want. and Thomas is going to get held up. Ideally, we get 2 laps, but yeah, it was pretty unlikely. But yeah, now this is where it gets interesting. You see, I'm not using the brake really at all. I'm just completely lifting off. Um, we get a little hit from behind, but that's all good. You see, just 1.5, 1.6, 1.7 too long now. And this is all in the rules, so there's not really much we're doing wrong. We're just defending the inside, making sure they can't pass. And now it's 2.2 too long. We're absolutely holding an absolute train. He's just sitting there. The grip was not ideal. Completely lacking. I think they were closing on punch territory at this point. So yeah, not ideal. But yeah, we had to do. It's just not ideal. Like when I was doing this, it was not the greatest feeling. But yeah, because we could have definitely got some decent points in this race. But yeah, I'm gonna play for the team. Do what we can to get Jarno the championship, and then from there, yeah, if we can get the constructors as well, then it's just plus. But you see, we just got 0 grip. Ron half flies around the outside because we've got a massive snap, and now we're gonna absolutely drain the rest of our battery on this straight to try and keep the 2 cars behind. But yeah, there was nothing really we could do. We just got, you see, just got 0 grip. And yeah, now it's just a case of holding Barry up, because the more cars we can hold up, the better for Jarno. So yeah, we're just dropping away completely. Barry sends one, or looks like he's going to send one up the inside, so we leave a little bit of room, but he doesn't in the end. But you see, we're now already a second behind, but you'd expect that because our tyres are pretty dusted. But now, is Barry going to send one into the hairpin? I was expecting it, so he does. We let him go deep, get the switch back, and keep the position, luckily. And now we're 1.3 behind Lucas Blakely, so we're doing a pretty good job here. Managing to keep everyone behind pretty well. 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, so we're losing a lot of time for these guys, which, yeah, again, it wasn't the greatest feeling, but we have to do it for the team. As Jarno now pits this lap, we're going to stay out one more, just see if we can hold them up. But into the chicane again, we're just locking up completely. There was just no grip at all. We lost another like half a second, 6 tenths in that one corner, so that was critical, which is good. And now we're going to go defensive against Barry. It's looking likely that we can keep this because we're on the inside. But then on the exit we just get a massive snap, and yeah, we lost out there to Barry, but managed to keep it on Matthias, which is good. Because Haas, we're fighting them in the championship, so yeah, we're going to now hold up Matthias as much as possible. Barry already breaking DRS, so yeah, we're still out defending against all these people. Going to defend the inside again. And yeah, it's like, for the team play, it's been a really good race, but obviously I want to be fighting for points and wins, and I do think the pace is there to be doing that. It's just about performing in the session and performing when it matters, which all these guys with all the experience have in them, and I don't quite have it yet. But yeah, with time it should come. And now we've lost another 2.4 seconds to Barry. But this is the time where we're gonna pit. This is the time where it's just like there's no point in staying out. We're just losing too much, and Jarno's on the back of this train now. So yeah, we are going to pit, as I don't know what happened to Fab there. I have no idea what happened to Fab there, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it was my fault or whatever, but there wasn't anything raised against it, so I don't think it was anything to do with me. But through the pit stops now, yeah, not really much to say. except now we're just going to drive around at the back in P17 um, and pray for a safety car, which it's not going to happen. There aren't safety cars in here, but unfortunately, Iano had a tangle with Fabdenoso, um, so it kind of ended his race and ended the championship hopes pretty much. So yeah, we did all of that for an unfortunate incident that happened, but yeah, that is racing. It happens, and we can't really just sit here moaning because it's happened. It's over. There was still a positive that I managed to help the team, and going into the next round, I managed to keep Yano in the championship, so that is the main thing. But yeah, obviously it's annoying because I really felt like I could get a P6, P7 in that race. It's just, yeah, you got to play to what the team wants, and that is what we did. But now in the background we're just going for fastest lap, and well, yeah, there's not really much more to say. Yeah, gonna go fastest lap to take it off the competitors because I think Thomas Ronha had it at this point, and obviously we don't want to be giving him another point. So yeah, draining on our whole battery on one lap to make sure we can get this fastest lap. And yeah, we do in the end with a 29.3, which I think is a pretty good lap. And then we're going to cut on to the final lap. Nicholas Longo takes the win, so that's good for us at least. He's a bit further down in the championship, so that is better. But obviously still just not what we wanted at all. I did what I could though. Managed to do my job. It was just a bit unfortunate with what happened to Yano. But yeah, that is it for F1 Esports round 10, I want to say. 10 or 11. Again, like, not ideal, but yeah, I did my job for the team, so I can't be too unhappy. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next F1 Esports video. So yeah, cheers.